Hello, I'm Dan Restuccio with PostPerspective.com, and we're here at NAB 2018 with Aaron Kroger, Director of Digital Camera Systems for Panavision. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, this is great. We're talking today about the DXL2, which is Panavision's Super 8K camera. Can you tell me something about it?
Yeah, so the DXL2 is our latest digital camera system that we've developed. So we had the DXL1, which came out about 2 years ago, and this is the latest iteration. And so one of the big differences is the sensor, so which is really kind of the heart of a camera. So we have upgraded to a new sensor in the DXL2, and so it's an 8K large format sensor. So it's really cool. And we actually have a couple cameras here over in the central hall at a few booths. Vitek Creative Solutions. If anyone's here at the show and wants to go check it out, get their hands on it.
So there's a lot of cameras here at the show. If you had to pick three things about your camera that distinguishes it from all the other cameras here right now, what would you say?
So I would say, it's large format, so it's a 46 millimeter diagonal, so you have all the benefits of that. I would say high resolution. It's an 8K, so we're able to have all the benefits of high resolution to give the ultimate in creative control. And then workflow. With this high resolution, you need to have efficient workflows so that way you're not getting bogged down by high data rates and slow render speeds.
So the R3D, how is that an effective codec to use with these high data rates? Because you're getting a huge amount of storage. People are going to say, I would love to have 8K, but it just takes up too much storage. What would you say to them? What would you say to convince them, no, use this camera, it's effective, it's just as easy to use as a 4K and 6K camera?
Yeah, so with the R3D codec, it's a wavelet compression, so you get all the advantages of a true RAW capture, but they're implementing compression, and it's a different form of compression than a typical MPEG, JPEG, where you might get some macro blocking effects and things like that. So it's a visually lossless compression, and it allows us to capture 8K at a terabyte an hour, which with today's cost per gig and transfer speeds, it's really not that big of a deal. And the other thing with compression is the higher resolution you have, the easier it is to compress, and the less artifacts come from it.
What can you tell me about HDR is a big thing, high dynamic range. So what can you tell me about the improvements for HDR in this new camera?
So one of the really great things about the sensor is it has 16 plus stops of dynamic range, so which is really big for HDR, obviously. So with the new sensor, we got multiple more stops of dynamic range than our previous sensor, and that really shows when you're doing the HDR pass. And also, with the R3D codec, it's a 16-bit container, so we're able to house all of that data and manipulate it.
What about the sort of portability of the cameras? Is it being used on site now on features in a more mobile way?
Yeah, I mean, basically the DXL and the DXL2 have been used on basically the whole gamut of productions, everything from commercials, even television, features. And there are kind of different configurations. The body itself is actually only 10 pounds. So in a really stripped down configuration, a lot of people are using it for handheld shots and all that. Or you can build it up big and studio style.
Hook it up to one of those RoboCams I see all over.
Yeah, lots of those around here.
I know, there really are. Well, this is great. Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And we've been talking here with Aaron Kroger from Panavision Systems, Director of Digital Camera Systems. If people want to know more information, where do they go?
You can go to Panavision's website to learn more about the DXL and just all the available products at Panavision.
All right, thank you very much. And we're done.